walk in on it. And it's the same comp.
It's an interesting approach already. Sam is the one playing by himself on the southern side. It's normally the KJ, but here's where the action starts. It's Artis who gets the first kill.
Oh, Crashes doesn't follow up. That does leave. Oh, he's getting the orb. That's a free kill. I thought he was going to let him go all the way. But look at Victor, all the way up, too.
Position was never shown, and they're a bit split here because the spike is going to the opposite side of the map. You've got Moser who's going to swing around. He finds the first. That's a spike. He's getting peppered, a little trouble as he's overwhelmed, swarmed by Sam.
I mean, great crossfire right there. Chaos in the middle of this A site.
Vic is still on B.
Yeah. And remember, he broke that turret, so Alfir is looking for him, struggling to find him, which means Leo's left in a 1v2 on the other side of the map, but NRG's still not committing.
Giving him a little bit of room and a little time to find a bit more damage.
Oh my goodness, Victor's really lost about where Alfir could be too. He thinks he's following him up in tower.
As is Alfir, lost on where NRG are, really.
At least Fnatic is regrouped. NRG's trying to do the same, but they're doing it by clearing more map space, which is a bigger risk, but they're going to have a bigger reward here. This site is going to be free.
Take a quick glance at the health bars. Leo's down to 75 HP. Alfir is healthy.
Dude, the mind games being played on the opening pistol is insane.
We're in for a good time. You hear the fault line go off. Leo spotting the first. Finesse gets one. It's traded back, leaving Alfir alone. 13 HP. In desperate need of a miracle, and he's not going to get one. NRG take the first.
Strat. They stole this composition from that team, and they're expecting, especially actually we heard from Boaster that he was really watching pistols from other teams while he was waiting to play in playoffs. They faked to receive on the other side of the map, up on that north.
And Fnatic, they're sending all four. They're sending all four down dish. The turret's going to spot first. There it is, cleared out. Does Artis dare swing? He does. It's just temporary, though. And now he's the one who's surrounded because Alfir's here to greet.
Yeah, well, that kill might net them the north side and a whole kill. None of the weapons retrieved there. Obviously, Artis just had a ghost. NRG still with 3 Bulldogs up, the Stinger as well. They're going to have a free A site with the pivot that they've made. Fnatic with 3 players coming down from the south side, though. I'm looking to see if Sam, who's up close, can find the information or hear the information about what's coming in spawn.
Here's a Bulldog. Victor does too. He's going to be the first to take contact. In the fault line, he drops a nade, tucks away. And you mentioned Sam. Surely he heard that. Knows where Boaster is. She jumps out to his death.
Yeah, big gamble from Boaster there. Couldn't really do many things to clear all the angles that Sam could be in.
Like butter, baby.
Now the rest of this information is known. Very, very nice anti-eco after what could have been dangerous, but could have NRG to keep Artis alone with only the ghosts. Losing weapons, this is not good. Goes from clean to very, very poor. Should be able to recover one more. No, Finesse. Where's that Bulldog? He's not going to get it. Change. That was a clean anti-eco. And then all of a sudden, you lose 2 of your big... Not quite a canceled bonus, but almost there.
Artis taking ropes and joining up with the rest of NRG on the southern side. No early push.
And the spike is heading all the way back under past the arcade to clear the space that Artis had to leave. That's part of the protocols there for NRG. But look at the setup from Fnatic and Halls. How advanced is Alfir's setup? Got the turret to swing off this off angle, got the stun as well, hiding from the drone now. Leo does a great job canceling. They can fall back into that setup. But now look at NRG's reaction off of that. Beating out the stun, breaking that drone. That's enough information for them not to want to play with it, and seeing Leo as well to be the guy.
They have some defenses here. Victor getting up top. And you see Fnatic, if given some of the space up, they're going to try to play back, play safe towards spawn wisely. While the rest of Fnatic is rotating on the southern side, Crashies will be the first to take contact.
It's a good nade. No, it hits the stairs.
Just a little short. Not enough oomph behind that one. Crashies on the swing. He's dead. Remember, Sam just has a Sheriff here. He has ult, though. But the rest of the members are crumbling. They're falling all over the place. This looks like an unwinnable situation for NRG. And it's just Artis. Manages to take one with him. A second follows. 45 HP. Dropping the nano on the spike, had to swing and take a fight, and it's just too much.
Coming into Canteen, but is not confident enough to go off. Enough all his teammates fell before. Right now is a key round. With this ult, NRG want to be able to win, but Boaster has his as well. Fnatic is one of those teams that is so good at farming up these orbs, no matter which side they're on. Normally it's super attack side of these orbs in general, but it's a key point. Even funneling specific kills to Fnatic.
Yeah. To
the players that are close. Alfir one off of his as well. And they've got this trap play. Usually it's a aftershock into a breach ult.
From the turret contact or, yeah, something like that.
Aftershock pushes them out into a space that they can get trapped in really, really easily. NRG taking the rope. All the way back, they've again put Victor up in drop. On pistol round, he lurked. He was the guy who was going on the opposite side. See this trap. This should be known from NRG if they're prepared. They should just fall off of the Aftershock space, but I don't think it looks like they will.
Launching smoke.
Aftershock. That's the other one.
Yeah, it's Finesse's. Chronicle still has his.
He backed off way off because of Victor. Applying some pressure.
30 seconds left.
Vixel has a satchel here. If they want to commit to this Hall's Crunch, they can, but there's no one there. You hear the Rolling Thunder, and that's going to push them up and over.
Oh, Alfir, he's stuck.
There's nowhere for him to go. The Molly intends to delay for just a moment. But with 13 seconds left, they've got to get a move on. And Boaster still has a tool that can secure the round.
He got his ult.
Art is dead.
The round
and
is
there
over.
it is, yeah. Unless they can frag out. It's Shassam Leo 1v1, but there's not enough time. They're not going to get the fight.
The 20 seconds was not enough time to make that play. Yes, they melt Alfir, put him in the microwave. With the breach stun in combination with it too. But not considering Boaster's ult late in the round too, and he goes in a position where he can't even bait it.
Tied it to a piece. The only rifle in the hands of the attacking side is in Psalms. And for Fnatic, they have much more to work with. Chronicle, the only exception, as he has a stinger. Shock Dart intended to clear some utility from the KJ, and that alarm bot's still up.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that that Shock Dart was super prepared or anything like that. He just kind of threw it out willy-nilly. Crashes is definitely the goat at improvising shocks, but we'll see how that continues to play out throughout this series. And they're so interested in just using util and dry peeking. Not placing their smokes, not committing to any of this fight. And that would cause them problems in the last round.
Remember, Psalm's the only one with a rifle and was not able to convert on the opening engagement.
Pivots back and forth. Finesse really trying to heat up and think about how Boaster's calling is going to be. We're already only in round 5.
30 seconds left.
We're seeing the indecision.
They're going to make their way through.
It's a good plan.
They just don't have tools.
Oh, they got Crash's ult with that plant, with this lockdown too, in underpass. Boaster, remember, he used his ult last round.
Artis has his, Crashy so too. This would be a massive steal if they could pull this off.
Look how deep that lockdown is too. It's not in the regular space. Because it's used for post-plant, they have to fall all the way to the other half of the map.
And fall right back in with the stimmy from Boaster.
And look how far Crashes is playing too. Finesse on the alert, that's not gonna find anything, but Artis has mollies, Crashes has ult. This looks like a 1 round.
It's just insane to consider too, given what they came into the round with. But what a conversion.
I'm starting to doubt whether that little hesitation while walking back towards Halls is indecision at all. That baited out some of the util from Fnatic. It's not like they put too much out, but then they pop through with these smokes, and it's free sights. And you notice that.
NRG managed to steal the round, and they still have the Hunter Fury that they can use into this one. And again, aggression towards Dish. Prowler in the face as Victor goes forward with the satchel in hand. He's sent to the next round.
A deep push as well, forcing these players to commit to this Dish push. Some has to find both.
Not able to, but so close. And Finesse tries to swing around and apply some pressure from the opposite side, but what a beautiful call from Fnatic.
Go get him.
Dude, I feel like these 2 rounds, barring a 1v4 from Artis, which he's certainly capable of, but these last 2 rounds, 48 HP now, he's dead. These last 2 rounds, Boaster already has been insane.
Strategically, it's been every single round. There's been some very, very 5-head outplays attempted. And even in the mid-round,
side, but still 2 ults to their name, while the defense has the same. Darka's already pushed off in the face of the fault line. They want to go aggressive with the showstopper, but he doesn't get as far.
yeah, but it does force them to run away from the showstopper. And again, there's prep there. You saw as soon as Durka goes out, as soon as they get a stun, there's a counter stun out from Finesse.
Spam out from Durka, gets a kill onto the leader.
And Durka in the last round, they min-maxed his orb while there was only 1 player up. That means he has a showstopper now.
Planted.
Traded. Victor still healthy. Stays alive. I'm not really sure how.
Close battle. 2 players ready to swing through the smoke.
Remember, this is another weird buy. It's 2 stingers on the side of NRG, and they're converting again. Artis getting one with the frenzy. I mean, what a proper dismantling.
Turn out.
And Fnatic is being forced to push through A halls multiple times with players who are needed on the retake through Generator, through Canteen. Alfir and Leo in this position both have ults that would have been perfect to be used in Gen. The KJ of Alfir. But you can see how easy it is for them to start maintaining this push here. And they're collecting the guns as well. Win that. But he hasn't used his ult yet.
The one real opportunity he had, they secured the round before it was fired off. Artis on the reposition, feeling pressure on the northern side, and it's going to be another hit towards B. This time, Chronicle finding gorgeous timing, and Durka does too. It's back and forth again! There's just no backing down from either of these sides.
Over and over, too. This is not heroics from any one player to watch, anything like that. This is pure prep from the coaches, Minnie and Chet, and pure calling out of Boaster and Finesse right now. Every round isolated. You saw the initial push came with no fighting. You see Victor deep on site.
One enemy remains.
But they're recovering in time, and Dirk as well, able to join Chronicle at the perfect moment. Those 2 guys together. The side they're holding a dry util. The side's already lost. Here comes a clash in arcade, though.
Plenty of ults here. Durka's the first to go. And they're just going to continue to push. I mean, Crashy's came out. He takes him with him, somehow survives.
He's jiggle peeking while stunned there.
And this back and forth affair leaves things in a 1v2. Crashy's in a clutch. We've seen the story before, but this time
it's to go full armor, by the way. That's not just them committing to that. Again, this push.
It's going to be another clash. Durka is the op. And he's already met the first.
Oh, they saw Boaster.
A counter flash to try to swing. It is pretty. It's very well handled, very well done.
He gets the dink too, and now they need to even consider Dirk as op. Where has it moved to?
Hasn't rattled off since that opening shot onto Victor.
Should have been spotted by that drone.
Artis' timing is perfect. He finds space again. Now Dirk is down to 3v3. Saw him with ult. Crashy's 2. And Alfir and Leo have been holding on to theirs for a while as well. There's the first used.
Should be Brim ulting this or Sova ulting this. Artis will counter ult. There's a gap here. They're not going for either. They're going to try to allow this to push them all the way back. Remember that second half. We saw this KJ ult before. Same value here. There could be a follow-up ult on either side from Crashes or Som, but they hold on to them to play post.
4 HP. Orbital strike teed up.
Leo on the flank. Could take down Crashies.
No idea. And there goes that, leaving Som alone. And there's way too much to handle there.
Kills.
Take the look at the opener one more time from Durka. Seems like that was forever ago, but that was actually in this round. And you're right, the timing and the space that Leo was able to find there and secured the round, really.
Yeah, he went on like a neon for that dish control that we saw before that got punished by a north side push out of Fnatic.
They really haven't explored A a ton.
They've moved this op onto A, though. Remember, it was just seen last round, multiple rounds in a row in arcade.
Holding the line. Waiting for the first.
Did they hear the door? I think they were there at the beginning. But if they didn't, they don't know that this is open. They don't know this is an angle for Durka.
He's in a lot of trouble. But he's going to satchel his way out. But Victor's gone in right behind him.
What?
Crashy's got 2 with the ult. What an explosive start to the round.
Literally, both teams combining
Planted.
crucial ults together. And they get multiple kills because of that. That leaves this round completely in the hands of the 2 players from Fnatic right now coming through spawn late in the round.
This would be a difficult task. You're outnumbered here in a meaningful way. There is plenty of money to go around, though. So you figure you take a chance, you go for it. And it's meticulous. Alpha, you're creeping forward. The Han on the other side of smoke cleared out, not finding any value. Leo goes up top and somehow just destroys Crashies. They've gotten it back to it.
Crash's ult
Standing ahead.
from Dish, by the way. So he's already in the perfect elevation for these 2 players. Either coming from spawn or up on top of that rope. It's beautiful. You see the breach ult coming through, pushing these players off of sand. And then also the Brim ult coming on top of where he's getting tags with that ult.
To trot right on his tail, right back into the action.
And Fnatic's not the team that's supposed to be getting comboed with ults. That's Fnatic's bread and butter. Here comes the push for them, using the same type of theory to push Durka deep here.
Oh, Crashy's got him! I thought he saw him! Victor with the second, Leo dancing around, somehow avoiding death and finding a second. A 3v3 as the dust settles and Sam gets a spike down.
And Boaster's going for that same push that Leo did late in the round. Both the turret and alarm bot might be up, and they've taken gen control right now. So it's not going to have the same sort of impact.
Boaster rotating from the northern side, last round of the half. And much like
Got
we've
past
seen,
the turret, but won't get past the alarm bot here.
cleared out.
Still a molly for Sam here.
Idea where he is. You see Victor trying to go up top as Sam gets a kill, and there it is, rewarded for
NRG get both.
this. Was insane because you even see it on the screen. Durka was looking and then turned away.
He just doubted that there was ever going to be somebody there.
Yeah.
Down you go.
One
So
enemy.
you see him checking the corner, but you saw no complicated breakdowns on the ult usage. And that's going to continue. I mean, they're just swapping halves, but you know that sort of prep is exactly what's coming in the second half, too.
Fault line there, and look, they're pinching. They're all heading towards the northern side or Fnatic.
I mean, Durka's counting his lucky stars that he doesn't get hit by that stun by Finesse. Otherwise, he's dead to that nade for sure. 5 players here from Fnatic. Look at the re-clear going on right now, the dart from Crashies. But this is, while they're going to find nothing in halls, they might find everybody on site behind them.
Utility dumped out onto the site, and the space is filled. NRG happy to give the site up, so they're going to fight for a retake.
Spike planted.
First shock dart through a smoke is the only thing keeping them apart from each other. Leo's pushed his way into it. He's behind him, and he gets both. Chronicle with the third. Victor with just a shred of health. But can Artist snatch this thing back?
It's much more aggressive than you're normally used to with Leo.
Now, oh! Artist! How is he snatched this thing back? It's fallen down to 1. Victor weak! Alphair with the kill.
Playmaking mode from both artists.
One enemy remaining.
And then Alphair as well to bring this
One
back.
enemy
That's a
remaining.
dink. Full HP on Artist too against the Sheriff from long range.
Bring them down.
We've already seen instances of light by the rounds winning. Here's the classic from Fnatic. Funneling ult orbs towards key players here. Boaster buys the Marshal specifically to leave a gap in that gen smoke.
That does not, yep.
Oh, he got the Bulldog.
Was able to get it, yeah. Still maintains control of tower. NRG are slowly but surely on the prowl. Victor's taking the ropes, and Leo's going to be there to receive, and surely he's heard that at this point. Victor with no idea.
And that's just crazy wild that Leo is in that position still.
Player standing.
Just so unexpected, leaving Finesse all on his own.
And Boaster should be hunting now. Already gotten 2 kills in this round, 2 off his ult. Chronicle planted. Maybe because they made this slightly uncomfortable Fnatic. You don't go for the full farm. There he goes, creeping Canteen, just like we called. The stun is perfect for him too. Finesse knows he's hunting. He knows.
Timing though, well handled by Finesse. Just out of reach. Leo.
All right, let's see where he goes to get this orb right now. Alfear's gonna hold the turret out. Finesse and Victor are looking to trap. On this map, Fnatic is known for going for bonus ults. And you could use that to your advantage here if you're Fnatic. You could just completely ignore that possibility. It's hard to do so when it's such a powerful tool, and yeah, now Victor knows. And they should be considering.
There's the orb that you were just mentioning, now Orbital Strike online, and the question is, where do Fnatic go off of this?
Isn't it ridiculous that NRG was already trying to play anti-orb on the perfect choice? There's 4 orbs on this map. They could have guessed any other one of them. And either way, it doesn't matter because Fnatic is just patient enough to wait for their setup to fizzle out.
You see the pings on the minimap. The intentions are clear. They want to go towards B, perhaps do tower. And they've quietly made their way over. First the Prowler, then the Flash. Space not filled yet. They want to go down low. But Dirk is met with the Nano. He's going to try to satchel across it, and he does.
That's a good haunt. It cleared the entirety of the site right now. They just have to avoid crashes his dart, and then they'll get this plant down with 24 seconds.
I mean, they're so close to
Oh, it's tagged up!
All separating them, and Psalm's the first to fall. Now Dirk is satcheling back out. Alfie are holding a line on the other side. It's a 1-for-1. But the numbers for NRG continue to crumble. It's just Finesse left alone in the 1v4. He's not able to get away.
Offsite specifically to avoid getting caught in positions where he'll get ulted. That's the moment where I lost my mind. Crashes his dart, does end up scanning Boaster. A tie up half. Oh, Brim won't possible if the C's catches. Doesn't catch anybody. But there was 3 players possible.
And off of the pace of Fnatic are showing, NRG is going to try to fill with some of their own on the southern side. But they've got to be able to hold them back for now. On the site, in the sand, Durka drawing all over the place and getting the kills that he needs. It's another dominant round for Fnatic, but an opportunity, albeit slight, to make something out of this. Finesse has found himself in these positions so many times, and the outcome's the same.
Revealing area.
There's a dart setup, nothing found.
It does get Finesse's ult online. That's the entire intention right now.
That's also so well nicely done by Crashies at the opening of the round. A dart on the northern side, the drone on the southern side, and all of a sudden you can turn attention towards A.
Now the problem is they're trying to deny some sort of space for these orbs that Fnatic is picking up right now. Dirk has now got his ult. Finesse is going to have to try to counter with his own. Oh!
Another instance in which Dirk is not able to get it off. The orbital strike, Artist down low, falling. Side still held as Psalm finally gets cleared. Now the Nightfall Finesse, unable to hear a thing, but still trying to find one through the spam. A 3v3 for the site, no ults in play yet. The Shock Dart gets one. It's Victor who's close to his though. Alfier is to Chronicle on the swing. Crashy's dead. Paul's controlled, site controlled, and Chronicle's just kind of doing it on his own. Finally falls to the nade.
Showstopper, they're up close right now.
He still has 2 satchels. And the Roomba. There's the first. Trying to get across, spotting one. Guessing on the second. Not behind that door. Swinging, not found.
And I honestly think that they did a decent job countering out the ideas from Fnatic here. The Showstopper gets canceled because Finesse is ulting at the same time with his Breach ult, which they collected earlier.
5 rounds in a row for the attack. Insane considering how the first half went.
Fnatic now have free reign. Boaster is Brimstone opping. It's back, baby. It's back.
Wow. On attack, no less. And he finds value. Of course he does. showstopper from Victor. Not hitting its mark.
We were having conversations about Kong Kong being the best attack side out. Boaster should be out of that conversation. Why? Because he's the only person to do this sort of thing. Just reminds me when he pulled it out in overtime back in Copenhagen.
Another one for Boaster. They swing into him. Saw him on the trade.
Finally the punish.
Off your feet!
That Rolling Thunder's very aggressive from Chronicle. They're in spawn.
Oh, there's a line here for Alfred to follow up, and Psalms full stunned.
He's gotten 3. He's had himself a map. He may be the only bright spot on this side for NRG, but he has played well with the position, the potential to get more.
Dude, they aware of Chronicle's route here.
Oh, they have to be now. This would be backbreaking. Ness cleans him up. Woo!
It's possible here from Fnatic. I thought it was Boaster's op that was going to put them there. He's doing it again, guys. I'm looking right now at the spend. He's doing it again. What a 1-2 punch as well. Durka just following really, really close by afterwards. If he needs to satchel on somebody with Chronicle stun or anything like that, he can.
They can be so decisive in their engagements. And then have Boaster again with the op right behind them.
I'm looking at the lockdown to be a potential way to take this site, but no, I think Boaster just wants to ISO up. And they're finally taking an underpass control so Alpha here can creep forward, and that's going to take some time, so still not sure if that is the entire intention.
The thing is, if they overwhelm Artis up in tower, or up on site, all of that utility that he has currently protecting Sam and the site is gone. But they're going to go. And it's all just a delay. The Orbital Strike is going to get Boaster out. Durka's going aggressive. There it is. There were questions around whether an Artis would be overwhelmed, but he's able to keep them back for the first. Traded on the second. A 4v4 quickly turns into a 4v3, perhaps 2. There's just no real way for NRG to hold them back. It's been so labored.
What?
He's going to get the kill.
I can't believe it. At least getting that tag. 10 seconds for the plant right now. Nothing left. Still.
Wait, Chronicle is. That could have secured the round. I believe it did. I don't think there's enough time. There's not.
It's on whenever he ults. It's crazy. Chronicle thought for sure
One enemy remaining.
that he was safe. After that full... NRG needed a streak. That's 2 in a row right now. Their first 2.
Artis has the op. But there's no challenge towards B, where he's currently sitting.
Yeah, but he's getting droned on the angle. That's going to hold a lot of space right now. But yeah, you're right. Barely anybody here. It's just Sam.
And he's playing off site. He's giving it up. What do they have? Are they looking to play around the lockdown?
Oh, it definitely could be a factor here, but also look at this double play up through drop 2. Alfier's going to be able to place his right now. I think he's waiting for their own lockdown, so NRG might not just place it. They might just play against it.
There it is. There's the attacker one. Still held on to by Artis.
Maybe they go for a sand one. No, it gets broken by a nade.
And Chronicle goes down. And now they put theirs through. Victor's already satcheled out onto A.
And it's planted in such a way, the lockdown in this case, that it's so deep right now. Dirk is just trying to get this nade off. It might actually count. Oh!
Sam got it all the way! He just held the defuse!
Even just a little bit of trolling going on.
All right,
There's
so
that nade.
Yeah, we take a look at the first nade that cleared the lockdown and gets a kill on Chronicle. Oh, he was spanned up too, just not able to get out.
Well, that tag slows him down. And eventually the frag.
Back in the swing of things, Artis still with the op. And he's already being pushed. Are they just gonna continue to brute force their way into him? Off of the Prowler, they realize he's not holding halls anymore. They're gonna simmy their way into sand. Artis is in trouble. He's not in a position to be able to get out. He's gotta hold him back by himself. He gets the first. Looking to provide some resistance, and that's all it was.
Just lost his place right there while flashed up.
Orbital Strike straight into spawn, or excuse me, Rolling Thunder. They push them back. And they've left Boaster in a cheeky position. It may not matter though, as the rest of the team is getting the kills. It's Chronicle and Alfie are leaving Crashies alone, a 1v3. Some utility, but
Tough
not
to use.
much.
It's tough to use here.
He's got the dart, he's got the shock, and he has no
Timing
help.
window where he can walk into it. Very, very nicely done from Fnatic.
One enemy
The
remaining.
breach ult to maintain all this control of sand while the plant continues to go through his position and expose himself to the players pushing sand.
No up this time for the Killjoy. It's just rifles for the defensive side as they try to make their last stand. I mean, they're funneling, they're pushing, there's no crunch. It's all just a fight from one side! And it's turned in favor of Fnatic.
This might be the end here. NRG, they go for that drone, re-clear. But you had such a deep satchel from Victor. Nobody's able to follow up on it, and the rest of the Fnatic players just group up. This might be it. 3 players for NRG, 4 from Fnatic. Fnatic's so cautious. This grouping here of Som and Crashies might be perfect, though.
It was Durka who had the off a moment ago, just handed it off to Chronicle.
Wants to use his satchel to take space.
The one benefit for the defensive side here for NRG is that 2 of the 3 members that remain are on this site.
Oh, Crashies is tucked here. Leo does have his Haunt, a Prowler too. They can clear it out.
Sam as a Molly.
30 seconds left.
Crashies with some util. Are they gonna rotate? Oh, they're gonna go in through sand. They just don't have a ton of time here.
And the Molly should be able to hold them off too. From one side at least.
Assuming they identify where it is. Leo has been left behind. Crashies falls. All onto Sam, again, who's had himself a great game, but he can't convert here either.
Seconds left.
It's just perfect from Fnatic, mauling out the last player on the site too, finding Crashies on the swing. They both got stunned by that breach stun from Chronicle. It's perfect.
It really is. It's a little, I mean, it's not even like they're just trying to diff them with gunfights. Everything is so fastidiously considered. And it's clean. The first half was a brawl.